Ever finish a game and think, damn, everyone should play this at least once? Yeah, this list is basically that feeling. These are my personal picks, so if you don't fully agree, that's totally fine. This is top 20 single-player games you must play at least once in your life. Resident Evil Village is continuing the story of Ethan Winters, an ordinary man drawn into another nightmare after his daughter is kidnapped. The gameplay mixes survival horror with more action, putting you in a remote European village full of dark secrets. You are facing savage lichens, twisted experiments from the ruling lords, and managing limited ammo and supplies while trying to survive. Players and reviewers are praising the tense atmosphere that never really lets you relax, the stunning visuals with incredible detail, and characters like Lady Dimitrescu who instantly became an internet icon. Some say the puzzles are a little too simple, but most agree the balance of horror, exploration, and action feels strong and memorable. Resident Evil Village is proving that this series can still deliver modern horror that is fresh, intense, and unforgettable. If you want a game that can scare you, excite you, and stay in your memory, this is one you should experience at least once in your lifetime.
Sorry bastard out there's been ripped in half. Tomorrow we'll all be dead.
No, let me go!
Chris? What the hell? Why?
Ethan Winters.
Mr. Winters.
Ethan Winters.
Ethan. Poor Ethan.
Ethan Winters. Welcome.
Get off of me!
Stay the fuck down!
I gotta say, I'm surprised you made it this far. It'd be a shame if something happened to you now.
You killed Mia. Now do me and finish the job.
Batman Arkham Knight is regarded as the masterpiece of the Arkham series, a finale that brings Gotham to life with stunning visuals and a cinematic story. It's more than just a superhero game. It's the ultimate Batman experience. Gameplay stays true to the series with fluid combat, stealth takedowns, detective work, and gadgets, while introducing the Batmobile for high-speed chases, tank battles, and open-world exploration. You glide between rooftops, fight criminals, and confront Scarecrow, Penguin, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, and the mysterious Arkham Knight. Fans and critics praise Gotham's incredible detail and the performances of Kevin Conroy as Batman and Mark Hamill as Joker. Some feel the Batmobile is overused, but most agree the mix of action, stealth, and story is unforgettable. And that's why if you want to truly feel what it means to wear the cowl, to face Gotham's darkest threats, and to live the legend of Batman, Arkham Knight is a game you simply cannot miss, even if it's only once in your lifetime. Hollow Knight Silksong is one of the most hyped indie sequels right now, carrying huge anticipation after the success of the first game. Developed by Team Cherry, it puts you in control of Hornet, a faster and more agile character, as she explores the mysterious kingdom of Farloom filled with secrets, dangers, and striking beauty. The gameplay is expanding on classic Metroidvania design with precise combat, tricky platforming, and deep exploration. Hornet can craft tools, unlock silk abilities, and take on quests called wishes that push you to gather, hunt, or help travelers. With hundreds of new enemies and powerful bosses, every step feels like a challenge worth mastering. Fans are hyped by the previews, praising the stunning art style, Christopher Larkin's haunting music, and the promise of fast, fluid gameplay. It's expected to be tough, but that's part of the appeal. If you're looking for a game that blends challenge, beauty, and excitement, Hollow Knight Silksong is one you'll want to experience at least once in your lifetime. Uncharted 4: A Thief's End is widely regarded as a masterpiece of action-adventure gaming, taking Nathan Drake on his final journey with cinematic storytelling, stunning visuals, and blockbuster-style set pieces. It's the peak of the series, blending story, exploration, and high-stakes action perfectly. Gameplay mixes tight third-person shooting, stealth, platforming, and vehicle sequences. You climb, swing, and solve puzzles across tropical islands, historic ruins, and hidden tombs, while facing rival treasure hunters and uncovering a story full of personal stakes. The game earns its masterpiece status for its rich narrative, deep character development, cinematic pacing, immersive environments, and flawlessly choreographed action sequences. The mix of story and gameplay makes every moment thrilling and emotionally satisfying. If you want to experience treasure hunting, adventure, and Nathan Drake's epic finale, this is a game you should play at least once in your lifetime. It's truly one of the masterpieces of the genre.
It's done with this life.
How long we been chasing this thing?
Long time.
Real long time. Just you and me. No offense to these guys, but they don't get it.
If you're done lying to me, then you should stop lying to yourself.
The biggest pirate treasure of all time is within our grasp.
Look, Nate, I'm gonna make you a one-time offer. Drop everything. Go home. Live your life. Or we can just end it right here.
There's gotta be another way. I need you on this one.
You ever wonder, like, different choices?
The city's being torn apart. I don't know if I'm strong enough to save it.
Do I have what it takes to protect the people I love? You never gave up. Never backed down. Neither will I. This is my power.
My responsibility.
I am Spider-Man.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is one of the most hyped superhero games in recent years, generating massive excitement even before release. It delivers cinematic storytelling, gorgeous visuals, and exhilarating web-swinging action across a bigger, more detailed New York City. You play as both Peter Parker and Miles Morales, switching seamlessly between the two to tackle missions, confront iconic villains like Venom, Kraven the Hunter, and Lizard, and navigate the city with new abilities like web wings for gliding and enhanced combat moves. Side quests, collectibles, and dynamic events keep the city feeling alive. The hype is real. Previews and early reactions praise the fluid gameplay, immersive open world, and emotional story moments. Fans are thrilled by the new combat mechanics, traversal options, and the expanded city design. If you love superhero action, acrobatics, and story-driven adventures, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is an experience you should play at least once in your lifetime. Astro Bot is a really charming platformer full of creative level design and fun gameplay. Developed by Team Asobi, you control Captain Astro on a mission to save his scattered crew members across colorful, vibrant worlds, each packed with hidden secrets and, clever challenges. The game mixes precise platforming, clever puzzles, and interactive gadgets like a grappling hook and water cannon, keeping every level kinda dynamic and exciting. You'll jump, dash, and explore with fluid controls that make movement feel really satisfying. The visuals are bright and full of personality, while the catchy music and playful animations just add to the overall charm. Each stage offers new surprises, encouraging exploration and replay to find all the hidden bots. If you enjoy platformers with imaginative worlds, fun mechanics, and rewarding challenges, Astro Bot is an experience you should play at least once in your lifetime. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was highly hyped when it was announced, following the massive success of Breath of the Wild. Fans were eager to explore Hyrule once again, now with even more diverse environments including sky islands, underground caverns, and new regions filled with surprises. Gameplay emphasizes open-ended exploration, letting you tackle main quests and side missions in any order. New abilities like Ultra Hand, Fuse, Ascend, Recall, and Auto Build allow you to create vehicles, weapons, and inventive solutions to puzzles, adding freedom and creativity to every challenge. The physics system makes interactions between objects complex and exciting, encouraging experimentation. The visuals are stunning, the world feels alive, and every corner of Hyrule rewards curiosity and creativity. The game's inventive mechanics and open-world freedom made it a must-play title. If you're looking for an epic adventure full of exploration, creativity, and freedom, Tears of the Kingdom is an experience you should play at least once in your lifetime.
And the birth of his new world.
Okay, let's go!
But you are not alone.
Link. You are our final hope.
Black Myth Wukong was highly hyped when it was first revealed, thanks to its stunning visuals, innovative combat, and adaptation of the classic Chinese tale, Journey to the West. Developed by Game Science, it quickly caught the attention of gamers worldwide, with promises of intense action and epic adventure. In the game, you control Wukong, the Monkey King, who can transform into various creatures, wield a magical staff, and execute fast-paced, skillful combat against a wide range of enemies. The world is rich with mythical creatures, challenging bosses, and diverse environments that reward exploration and experimentation. The game's mechanics encourage creativity in combat and strategy, making every encounter feel dynamic. Combined with beautiful animations, immersive sound design, and detailed environments, the experience keeps players engaged from start to finish. If you enjoy action RPGs full of skill, adventure, and mythology, Black Myth Wukong is an experience you should play at least once in your lifetime. Devil May Cry 5 is pure high-energy action, a game that takes everything the series is known for and pushes it further. You follow Dante, Nero, and the mysterious V as they take on waves of demons in chaotic, beautifully designed environments that feel alive with detail. The gameplay is built around stylish combos, fast movement, and unique fighting styles. Nero's Devil Breaker arms add creativity. Dante shifts between swords, guns, and heavy weapons with unmatched flair, while V commands summoned beasts for a completely different rhythm. Every battle rewards experimentation, making you feel like you're crafting your own performance. With cinematic visuals, explosive effects, and a soundtrack that keeps the adrenaline pumping, every moment feels intense and unforgettable. It's the kind of single-player game where you lose track of hours, and honestly, it's one you gotta experience at least once before you die.
Dead. If our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your life and you mine?
To see one's justice through, a man must fight for it, even if the one who stands before him is his kin. The brothers of blood disagree on the very reason of their existence. They must fight.
Time to finish this, Virgil!
Let's settle this. Dante.
Take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had? I get into trouble down there, you make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
The Last of Us is one of those unforgettable single-player games that digs deep into your emotions. Set in a post-apocalyptic America, you follow Joel, a hardened survivor, as he escorts Ellie, a young girl who might be the last hope for humanity. The gameplay blends stealth, survival, and intense combat. You're scavenging for supplies, crafting makeshift weapons, sneaking through areas full of infected or ruthless survivors, and sometimes facing brutal encounters head-on. Every decision feels heavy because ammo is scarce, danger is everywhere, and the tension never really lets go. What makes this game so powerful is its storytelling, the growing bond between Joel and Ellie, the moral choices, the sacrifices. It's been praised for pushing video game narratives to a whole new level. It's the kind of single-player experience where you keep saying, just one more section. And honestly, you gotta experience it at least once before you die. Horizon Forbidden West. If you've never touched Horizon before, this is the one you gotta play. It takes the cool robot dino world from Zero Dawn and just blows it wide open. The map is massive, way prettier, and full of machines that'll wreck you if you're not careful. Aloy's got way more tools this time. Better climbing, new weapons, even underwater exploration that looks insane. And the fights? They actually feel smoother now, like you can mix stealth, traps, and head-on combat without it being clunky. The story goes deeper too, really showing what's at stake for the whole world. It's one of those single-player games that makes you forget about time. You sit down just for an hour, and suddenly it's 3 a.m. This is absolutely one of those games you gotta experience at least once before you die.
To serve a purpose greater than myself, and for the good of all. I carry those words with me on the hunt, no matter where it takes me. And now, I'll carry them with me into the Forbidden West.
In the closing years of the Sengoku era, Japan was consumed by perpetual conflict.
What's the matter, Stray? Nothing left to lose? Well, would you look at that? Will you join me, starving wolf? That day, I pulled you from the battlefield. I had no idea what you'd become.
Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This is one of the best Souls-like games ever made, no debate. It even won Game of the Year in 2019. From Software stripped away the usual RPG grind and built something leaner, faster, and way more punishing. The combat isn't about spamming attacks, it's about timing every clash, breaking posture and landing that perfect death blow. One mistake, you're dead. Twice. The bosses are brutal but insanely creative, turning every fight into a nerve-wracking showdown that you'll never forget. The world is just as wild, feudal Japan twisted with giant snakes, creepy monks, and undead warriors waiting to ruin your day. It's tough, it's frustrating, and yeah, you'll probably rage quit once or twice, but beating Sekiro is one of the most rewarding feelings in gaming. If there's a single-player adventure you absolutely need to play before you die, this one belongs right at the top. God of War Ragnarok. This is one of those single-player games you just can't skip. It straight up won Best Narrative at the Game Awards, and for good reason. Ragnarok takes everything 2018's God of War built and dials it up. The combat feels heavier, more fluid, and now you've got new weapons and abilities that keep fights fresh. But the real hook is the story. Kratos and Atreus facing down the end of the world while trying to figure out what it means to be father and son. The performances, the writing, the emotional gut punches. It's blockbuster level, but still super personal. And yeah, the boss fights? Way more epic this time around, with jaw-dropping set pieces that make you stop and just go, damn! It's not just another sequel, it's a finale that feels earned. If there's a list of single-player games to play before you die, Ragnarok isn't just on it, it's one of the headliners.
Pretender God! For the old father!
Death can have me when it earns me.
What do you even know of Godhood? In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you? Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're here looking for someone? Maybe some missing señorita? Christ!
What's gonna happen to me?
Sorry! Bad traffic! One combat job compliments you, Hunnigan!
I'm gonna die, okay? No, this time. It has to be different.
Resident Evil 4 Remake. This isn't just a remake. It's one of the best survival horror experiences ever. No joke. Capcom took a legendary classic, rebuilt it from the ground up, and somehow made it feel fresh, without losing what made the original iconic. The over-the-shoulder shooting is tighter, the atmosphere is darker, and the enemies, way smarter and scarier. Leon still drops those cheesy one-liners, but the tension is real, especially when you're trying to protect Ashley in the middle of a mob. Every area feels reimagined, like the village attack at the start, which is just pure chaos. On top of that, Capcom nailed the pacing, so there's never really a boring moment. It's the kind of single-player game that reminds you why this series is legendary in the first place. If you only play a handful of games before you die, Resident Evil 4 Remake deserves a spot high on that list. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is one of those single-player games you just gotta play at least once. CD Projekt Red dropped a masterpiece here, an open world that actually feels alive. You're not just running around doing random fetch quests. Every side mission has its own story, and some of them hit harder than the main plot in other games. Playing as Geralt, you're hunting monsters, making tough choices, and trying to track down Ciri while getting caught up in wars and politics you didn't even ask for. The combat's solid, but it's the world and the writing that keep pulling you back in. From creepy swamps to bustling cities, it feels like a place you live in, not just play in. And with all the expansions, it's easily 100+ hours of content. If you call yourself a gamer and you haven't touched Witcher 3 yet, yeah, you're missing one of the best single-player rides ever made.
I knew she was in danger. Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins. Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
This is my story. Let me finish telling it.
Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, this game had one of the roughest launches ever. But after all the updates and the Phantom Liberty expansion, Cyberpunk is finally the game people wanted it to be. Night City looks insane, neon everywhere. Crowds actually feel alive, and the whole vibe just screams future chaos. You play as V, trying to survive with Johnny Silverhand stuck in your head. and the choices you make really change how the story plays out. The gun plays smooth now, hacking feels slick, and the new police system actually makes sense. With Phantom Liberty, they even reworked a bunch of core mechanics, so it's basically a new game at this point. If you skipped it because of the bad reviews at launch, now's the time to dive in. Cyberpunk went from a meme to one of the best single-player RPGs of the last decade, and it's absolutely one you gotta play before you die.
There's gotta be a way out of this.
Johnny, I'm dying. There's nothing can stop that.
V. My name is Songbird. I'm an NUS intelligence analyst. I know about the bomb ticking in your head. And I can save your life.
What's the catch?
I need you to get to Dogtown.
Attention all Dogtown residents. The President managed to crash her Space Force One into our humble district.
Man's got 1,001 reasons to want Myers as a hostage. Sleeper agents. Time to wake them up.
So NUSA's tossing us back into the fray, huh?
Stay sharp. We're in the wolf's den now.
Get Myers out of there.
Time to evac.
Her safety is the top priority.
Shit! They catch us out here, we're dead.
Wait, hear that?
God almighty! It's moving! Run!
Grand Theft Auto 5. GTA 5 isn't just a game, it's a phenomenon. It dropped back in 2013, and somehow it's still one of the best-selling games of all time. We're talking over 200 million copies sold, which is insane for a single-player title. The crazy part? Even with GTA 6 officially on the way, people are still loading up Los Santos, messing around, and finding new stuff to do. Rockstar keeps updating GTA Online, sure, but the single-player experience is still what made this game legendary. It's wild to think one game has lasted across 3 console generations. And yeah, when GTA 6 finally drops, the hype is going to be through the roof. But none of that would even be possible without GTA 5 proving just how huge the series can get. If you haven't touched it yet, this is one of those single-player games you just gotta play before you die.
Soon she'll wake and paint again. Paint a new number, ticking down every year. One stroke, and everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness. Every year she paints again, and every year an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission: destroy the paintress so she can never paint death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
Clair Obscur Expedition 33. People are already calling this a Game of the Year 2025 contender, and easily one of the biggest surprises of the year. What makes it stand out is how it takes classic, turn-based RPG combat and adds real-time action, blocking, dodging, and timing inputs to keep you locked in every fight. It's not just another menu-driven RPG, it actually feels alive. The craziest part? This came from Sandfall Interactive, a brand new studio in France, and it's their very first big release. The visuals are next level thanks to Unreal Engine 5, with environments and animations that look straight out of a high-budget movie. Critics praised it for blending old-school strategy with modern style, and players jumped on board fast. It built a huge fan base almost overnight. For a debut game to land this hard and get GOTY recognition, that alone makes it a single-player must-play before you die.
One more big score, we got enough money to leave. What do you think?
Nothing means more to me than this game. I would kill for it, I would happily die for it.
I wish things were different. But it weren't us who changed.
Just one more
There's
train.
always a goddamn train.
I don't want to kill all these folk Dutch. Just you.
What about loyalty?
Loyal to what matters.
Do as you're goddamn told.
It is us or him.
Rockstar is famous for GTA. But with Red Dead Redemption 2, they showed a different level of game design. This isn't just an open world. It's one of the most detailed and realistic games ever built. Everything matters here. Your horse has its own personality, your guns need cleaning, and random NPCs react in ways that make the world feel alive. Even the smallest details, like footprints in the mud or weather changing the look of towns, make it feel more like you're living in the Wild West than playing a video game. And yeah, it moves slower than GTA, but that's the charm. It pulls you in, gives you space to breathe, and makes you feel every moment. That level of depth is why this game sits as the second best pick on this list. It's huge, emotional, and honestly, one of the most impressive single-player experiences ever made. Number 1, Elden Ring. If we're talking the number 1 spot on this list, it has to be Elden Ring. From Software took everything they learned from Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, then dropped it into a massive open world that feels endless. You can head in any direction, find hidden bosses, secret dungeons, or entire areas most players won't even stumble into on their first run. The combat is tough, sure, but it's fair, and the freedom to build your character however you want makes every playthrough feel different. Add in George R.R. Martin's world-building touches and that haunting atmosphere, and you've got a game that hits on every level: exploration, challenge, and pure discovery. This isn't just another RPG. It's the game that redefined the genre. That's why it stands at the very top of this list. If you only play one single-player game before you die, Elden Ring is the one.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Miquella is doing here.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesper's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.